Well, Aaron Rodgers, with a lot on his plate, and especially with him possibly being in the last year of the league, what does Rodgers have to do to be successful on the Pittsburgh Steelers?
It's football time.
Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast of Sports, everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the black and gold incarnation of winners, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers, after their worst nightmare has become a reality, as they did sign Aaron Rodgers to a one-year deal. He announced on the Pat McAfee show that this could be his last year as a quarterback in the NFL before he eventually retires. But the Steelers recently made a trade that got them Johnny Smith and Jalen Ramsey. Which their secondary is going to be something, but we already know their defense is scary enough. But the question is, what does Rodgers have to do to be successful on the Steelers? I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor, smash the like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers. I think we all know what the main thing that will set him as a successful year. That's getting a playoff victory. Now, in his case, probably win a Super Bowl, but that's never going to happen on the Steelers. When I look at Rodgers, you have to win this team a playoff game. This is a team that's not won a playoff game since 2016. That's almost 9 years. And when we look at the Steelers, you have the weapons right now. At least you need one more receiver. You have DK, you have Jonnu, you have Pat Fryermuth, you have Darnell Washington, you got Jalen Warren, the bowling ball. What are you going to do, Aaron Rodgers? Because we all know what you looked like back with the Jets. We all know that you were horrible with the Jets. Everyone in their right mind knows that he was horrible. When I look at Rodgers, he's not that same four-time winner of MVP that we know him to be. He's not that same MVP winner, nor is he that same Super Bowl champion that beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in that Super Bowl a few years back. When I look at the Steelers, they got to win a playoff game. They have had first-round exits for 8 years. Well, 6 of them because they have missed the playoffs a few times. And let me go over this. The Steelers have lost playoff games to Blake Bortles, Tim Tebow, Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. When I look at the Steelers, you got to win a playoff game because 2 games you lost were to Blake Bortles of the Jaguars. That was a really good team at the time. And you also lost to Tim Tebow. Those two are not even championship winning quarterbacks. Mahomes is a championship winning quarterback. Now is Lamar or Allen or Mayfield any of those? No, but they're talented. And you had a chance at a few years ago to get Baker Mayfield out of free agency. And I would have taken him because Mayfield's been looking good as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, which he's going to succeed well there. I wouldn't even be surprised if he actually won a Super Bowl as a member of the Bucs. But that's another story for another day. My point is the Steelers. You have to win a playoff game. There is no excuse for you not to win a playoff game. There is no excuse in the world. You have DK Metcalf there now, who is this guy that wanted out to play alongside Aaron Rodgers. Good luck with that. Also, you just traded for Jonnu Smith, who is an all-pro tight end last year, but of course now he's reunited with Arthur Smith. But then you also have Jalen Warren, the bowling ball, and then you also have other guys like other tight ends like Darnell Washington and Pat Fryermuth. What are you going to do in response to Aaron Rodgers? What are you going to do, Aaron Rodgers? Because you are being highlighted as the biggest bust right now of all the teams that are on new teams, new quarterbacks that are on new teams. Because you wanted to go to Pittsburgh, it was the only option left for you. The AFC North is known for their defenses. So what are you going to do, Aaron Rodgers? Are you going to allow yourself to get clobbered behind your offensive line in Pittsburgh, send his team on a losing season in the last year of your career? Or are you going to show up and actually do something? Are you going to turn a little bit back into that MVP form, which I'm not expecting? What are you going to do in response to those critics, Aaron Rodgers? What are you going to do? What is it you are going to do in response? Because I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know. None of us know. Because Rodgers is a washed quarterback. He is not built to win a championship anytime soon. And this year is the last year of his last year for him. So Aaron Rodgers, if you're hearing this message, you either go out there and win a playoff game or you're not going to the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying that right off the bat. I get he's won a Super Bowl. I get he's won 4 MVPs. I get all that. But when we look at the times that he's been outside of Green Bay, it's been horrible. He had the Achilles injury 2 years ago. Then he went 5-12 with the Jets, and now he's with the Steelers. I think that 3 years out of Green Bay could not even warrant him in the Hall of Fame because that's how big this is. Are you going to go out there and win a playoff game and cement your legacy? Or are you going to go out there and choke? Because you got a game against your old teams. Jets in week 1, and then the Packers, I believe, in week 10. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. What are you going to do against these teams? Because you have by far the hardest schedule imaginable. What are you going to do? Are you going to show up, or are you gonna collapse like a bag of chips? Because like my grandma always says, a piece of burnt toast ain't gonna taste good because it's so burnt it doesn't have any flavor. That's what you're looking right now, Aaron Rodgers. That's what you're looking like. A burnt piece of toast that doesn't have any flavor. So either go out there and win a playoff game, or sit on the couch and don't even come into the NFL ever again. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think Aaron Rodgers has to do to be successful with the Niners? Is it a wild card win? Is it a Super Bowl? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.